So this project started actually at the end of 2016. There was a 5-week Ecovillage design education course that happened that was all about building community and how do you do that, ecological, social, economic, all of that. And at the end of that, there was a design process where you could pick a project and you could work on it. And a couple of the members, like Serena, for example, were part of that course and felt very inspired to start a new community. So that's really the birth of the Joy of Impermanence project. There was, first of all, a real wish to live in community, to build something together, to stay on a piece of land and connect to it, you know. But then there was also the question of, okay, we're in Auroville, what does Auroville need? So can we find a way to do what Auroville needs, but also find a way to make our dreams come true? What Auroville really needed was land protection. So we said, okay, let's try and make a community where the impermanent aspect is at the heart of it.
So we have 9 months where we meet every week 3 times and start to talk and see how we can go. And after this 9 months, we have the land.
And we got very lucky at the time because there was a Government of India grant going around for young projects like us. We ended up getting 32 lakh to really invest into the community's infrastructure, community spaces. And then it was like all of a sudden it went from 9 months of dreaming, planning, meeting, what is this beautiful community going to look like, to suddenly you have 1 year to spend the money and you have 1 year to manifest all of the things that you said you need to manifest. Then it was like a rush from dreaming to just suddenly physical work. We got a container in to store the tools and all of the things that we would need to start building the community. And then work got started. So there was 8 of us. We're now 6 with 2 children. So the container is usually the space where we do all of our building, the workshop, welding, all of this stuff. We're hoping to convert it soon into like some kind of volunteer accommodation. Auroville has different kinds of soil, but the one here is very porous, which means that it's not the kind of soil where you can dig a pond and then the water will stay for the year. What we understood and learned from Kirit, for example, was that you could dig a big pond and just leave it there, and the water, when it comes, the rain comes, it sort of collects in the pond and then slowly percolates back, and that's a good way to recharge the aquifer. So this is an earth bag construction. So they're actually filled up with earth and then they're thumped down and made into these circular, which you'll see inside the way they're placed. So it makes into a little igloo kind of shape, and it stays really cool, especially in the day, because it takes a long time for such a thick wall to heat up.
So this type of technique is more for the desert space. So they don't have like the rain we have in monsoon time. So we put this solution for roof, like the kit, to able don't have the water inside, and also it keep more cold.
So this is one of the residential pods we have. It's called Queendom. It's my home. So this is a Johnny-style adaptation building. So Johnny-style buildings normally are elevated off the ground. They have a steel frame, and the idea is they sort of built according to size. So you're not cutting excessively, you just get the standard materials and you're very efficient in your building. So how we adapted is, so you see it has pillars, it has a steel structure, and it has demountable panels made with wood as well as with wattle and daub. So wattle and daub is when you weave in either bamboo or some natural wood type material, and then on top of that you plaster it with mud. So this house is took about 6 months to build. It has a sandwich panel roof on top. We found in the community that actually these sandwich, like these 2 metal sheets with a foam in between them, are actually incredible for this kind of weather condition because they really protect from the heat. They're very light, easy to transport, which was important for us. We have rainwater to harvesting. In both houses, the pipes are connected to the tanks. So it goes through a filter. And last year, we only had to fill up our tanks twice after July. So basically, for 6 months, almost 6 months, we were completely on rainwater for the whole community.
This is our family house. We have a structure in wood, so we found here in Auroville, like a Lego, no? They are joined. And then on that, because there was no roof, we use a metal frame. More you go high, more you have air, no? It's more cold. And so all around is like just a net, so we can have this movement of the air, no?
So these are the dry compost toilets. There's an Indian style one and then there's a Western style one. They're a barrel system, so we swap them out, and then after 6 months we put them back into the trees, and it's called the bank.
These two are the shower, and we have the exit there, and we use it for papaya and banana.
This is our community kitchen, and this is where, for example, Meera and Ion cook, and where we have Aruna from Erianchavadi who makes us community lunches. And we normally sit out here 2 or 3 times a week to have community lunches together. This structure was built in the 70s by early Aurovillians, and the idea was it's a single-person sleeping structure. This rotates, this outer structure, and it moves around, and the inside stays stable. So it's a one-person sleeping mattress platform. So this is the last of our residential houses. This was built by Matilda and Andres. They built it in 4 months, actually, this house. And so it's a 2-story house. It's a mezzanine in the middle, and they made it like an A-frame style building. This one is called Needham. It's a residential capsule. It was built as an office space for Kalpana, the project outside Solar Kitchen. So we lifted it up with a crane and we moved it across Auroville. So this building, for example, is a rammed earth construction. And this we worked with Earth Institute to do. So this is an office space, a co-working space. Serena uses it mainly as her office. She's a filmmaker. And we also, of course, use it when we need for our work. And that little structure is a geodesic dome that was donated to us by Peter, an early architect here. So we put it up a few months ago. What we would like to do is put a base, floor, and we're still trying to figure out what kind of shading material, because it's quite a light construction, so without losing the beauty of it, we're seeing. It's just a basic, very simple keyed structure, granite pillars, bricks that were made by Eco-Service using plastic and a little bit of cement. So we took these blocks and made it into the circle, and we plastered it with lime. This is a structure we built with a bamboo center. So it's made of bamboo, and it's also another little geodesic structure with a little makeshift roof. And this is where the kids come. So we have Erianchavadi like right there next to the plot of land. So the kids, you see there's a gate there. They come every evening, activities, games, sports. And this land is really theirs in a way.